Hey, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Jonathan Belcher. Hold on. Sideways. Gotta turn it sideways because sideways is the best way to record your video. All right, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about email processing system, the business opportunity, as well as talk about what's this all about, right? What really matters in business. And I can tell you from my personal experience that the freedom that you're allowed as an entrepreneur is unmatched compared to anything else. The freedom that you're allowed, being your own boss, working from home, being able to make money on the go, and just truly develop yourself. Because I think people don't understand how much education and how much people skills you accumulate when you're making money online, right? And especially with email processing system, because we have a whole training course here. Literally, the moment you become a member, I email you right away, and that email contains in it the training that's worth $1,000, right? And that comes with the closing scripts, that comes with the ad scripts. It shows you where to post those ads, as well as how to talk to people, how to market on a daily basis, how to use Facebook, things of this nature, so that you can start getting traffic. And I always tell you that making money online, you have to understand how to get traffic, right? So I could literally teach anybody, even you, how to position yourself online in a way where you make money sooner than later, because the whole thought that you have to wait a long time to make money online is not true. That's a myth. It really just depends on your work ethic, and it really just depends on how fast you start taking action on the training once you get plugged in. I know for me, with my experience, that I quit my job, right? I used to work as a security guard years ago. This is probably about 5-6 years ago. I was working as a security guard, maybe about 5 years ago. And then I quit within a year after getting started online in the business. And the reason why I was able to quit was because I started generating enough monthly income to where I could replace my job income, And so what is this all about? What this is all about with the email processing system is this is about you reaching your full potential in life. This is about you helping your family. This is about you getting business education as well as marketing education that you can take with you for the rest of your life, right? Things that you can apply to multiple different businesses. This is about your dignity. This is about you getting to a point in your life, if you have kids, where they look up to mommy, they look up to you as daddy, and they say, wow, I'm so happy that you made the decision that you did years ago to get started in business, right? And that's what it's really about at the end of the day. It's about helping yourself, but most importantly, it's about helping the people around you become better. There's really no point of being in a business if you're not becoming wiser, you're not becoming more intelligent, you're not becoming smarter. But in the process of learning all that information and in the process of getting more intelligent, what happens is you not only develop yourself, but what happens is you start to have a real purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? Because most people don't realize, hold on, get a sip of some iced tea. Most people don't realize that, business especially making money online, it's about people at the end of the day. It's really, really about people. And if you don't have people skills, if you don't understand certain things about people, it's very hard to make money online. And one of the major mistakes that a lot of people make in business, email processing system, any business, for that matter, is they tend to have an unrealistic mindset about it. Like, there's people who literally join a business and they expect to be rich within a week. And they're coming into the business with no experience with business in the past. They're coming into the business completely new. They're coming into the business, with a 9-to-5 mentality, and that's how they're approaching the business, and then they're expecting to get rich in a week. That's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? That's not very realistic, because anybody who's started to make the millions of dollars in business, number one, they went through the training, right? They went through the business education, and they graduated as far as the level of intelligence to be able to start to have the success that they have now. So that takes time. Anything great that you're trying to work on in life is always going to take time. So for those of you who are working on something great and the project may take some time to develop, or you're taking time to get to the income level you want, or it's taking you some time to be able to quit your job, or it's taking you some time to be able to get, whatever, to the health goals you want, the financial goals you want, it's okay, right? I want you to know that it's okay. Just stay focused, stay in line with what you're doing, and keep putting the work and keep grinding, because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light at the end of the tunnel if you stay focused and if you stay true to you and your business. You know what I'm saying? Because that's very, very important. I think people make the mistake of, number one, having the unrealistic approach to making money online, email processing system, businesses like that, and then they get disappointed, you know? So with me, I know I'd much rather keep it real with people. I'd much rather be honest with people and tell you, look, the most important thing that you need to have is simply just a lot of drive and ambition, right? A lot of drive, ambition, and I can help you develop the belief in yourself because I know where I came from. I know how I broke through, and I know where I'm headed. So I can help you and kind of give you a little bit of a roadmap of what to expect, you know, on the journey to you getting to your financial freedom. Because that's what it's about at the end of the day. What it is we just want to be free. You know, we just want to be free. We want to be able to do the things we love to do with the people we love. And we want to be able to enjoy our life and experience peace. That's really what this is about. But to be honest with you, no matter this, the trick, there's a secret, right? There's a secret to making a lot of money in business, in life in general, and just having pure happiness, prosperity, and joy just overflowing with your emotions. And that secret is this, especially in business, right? Especially when you're trying to figure it out in business. When you're making your way on to the top, try not to feel frustrated. Try not to have a negative attitude. You don't want to have a negative attitude. You don't want to have a negative approach because that's going to affect every single action that you take in the business. That's going to affect how you talk to people. That's going to affect how you deal with people. That's going to affect how you grow your team. That's going to affect the amount of sales you get. Because if your attitude, you know, there's a saying that says your attitude determines your latitude, and it's so true in life. Your attitude determines your latitude. If you don't have a positive attitude now, despite the circumstances, despite the bills piling up, despite what your job is telling you and they're about to threatening you that they're going to lay you off, despite all of that, you can still choose to be happy now. You can still choose to have the mindset as if you've already accomplished what you've always dreamed of. And that's the difference between the person who gets started in a business and has success quicker as opposed to the person who gets started in a business and experiences failure. You know what I'm saying? The difference is the person who gets started in a business who has a successful mindset, they get in with a positive attitude and they keep that positive attitude straight through, right? The whole way through. And that's what allowed me to break through. You know, a lot of you who know my story, you know, when I first got started online, I didn't make money for the first 2 to 3 months, right? But I kept taking action. I kept going. Because mentally, I already made my first sale in my head. I already had the 8 sale week in my head, right? I already experienced that mentally before it actually became a physical reality in my business. And I want you to catch that. I want you to catch what I just said. I was already mentally where I wanted to be before the results came in. A lot of people have the problem in life of being happy now, being positive spirited now. Why not choose to be happy now and believe that the money is going to come? Believe that your first sale is going to come. Believe that your first $10,000 month is going to come. Believe that your first 6-figure year is going to come right now. Because if you believe it right now before the facts show up, you're going to be able to take positive action. That's all that's going to happen is you're going to be able to take positive action in email processing system. So what I'm really getting into right now is the psychology, to understand the psychology before you even get started with me, because I think that's a very, very important piece. As long as you have the right mental attitude approaching the business, I can help anybody reach, I can help you reach to the top. I can help your family get to where you want to get to with your family. I can help you to be able to never have to worry about bills again. I can make it to where you'll never have to worry about how to make money again. But you have to have the right mental attitude. If you don't have that, then it's almost like if you're mentally paralyzed, then you're going to feel as if you can't move. You're going to feel as if you can't take massive action in your business. You're going to feel as if you can't accomplish the things that you need to believe in yourself now to be able to accomplish. Because when I had my 8-figure week, what did I said 8-figure week, right? I wish, right? We're working towards that. When I had my 8 sale week, my first big breakthrough in business online, my 8 sale week came from because the work that I was putting in the weeks before that. But if I didn't have belief in the weeks before that, I wouldn't have been able to create the 8 sale week. Does that make sense? I hope you're catching this. I hope this is making sense to you, because this is a very important piece to making money online that nobody ever talks about. A lot of people don't talk about this part of it. A lot of people don't talk about having the mindset as if you've already accomplished before it's already accomplished, if that makes sense. So when I get started in the business, I make the decision first. All right, I understand I got to make a new decision first if I want to change my life. There's no way for you to change your life if you don't make a new decision. There is no way for one to change their life if they don't first make the new decision to change their life. You can complain about your situation for years to come. You know, most people do that. Most people just complain for years to come. You can do that. The only problem with just complaining and the problem with having excuses is that it costs too much money. You can't afford to complain, and you can't afford to have excuses when you're trying to level up your income and you're trying to break through to the next level in life. You can't afford it. You really can't afford it. And what I mean by that is, complaining is not the solution. Complaining is never going to get you to the lifestyle you want. It's never going to get you to inspire your family. It's never going to get you to reach your full potential. It's never going to get you to really discover yourself and who you truly are. Because what we truly want is just peace. That's all we want, is just peace. Peace of mind, right? Peace in thought, a positive spirit, a positive attitude. That's all we really want. And you matter, right? That's the biggest thing here is when it comes to make money online, is you got to understand coming into the game that you matter. And then you got to realize that, okay, I'm now into the game. Once you make that decision to get started with us in email processing system, then you're going to make the decision that, look, all right, I matter. How can I start infusing and putting myself into the marketplace? That's the next question we want to ask. How can I start putting my value? How can I start putting my brand? How can I start putting my words, my perspectives, my story into the marketplace in a way where people can connect with it? You know what I'm saying? Like my story, right? My story, you know the story. Making $8.50 an hour at my security job, at the rusty desk, the chipped up wooden desk, right? Watching nurses walk in and out of the building, making sure that patients wouldn't elope, wouldn't escape from the building. That was my job, watching the premises, you know, being paid a very, very, very low income, way below what I thought I was worth. And that was a problem for me. So I had a problem right there in my life. I could choose two things. I could choose three things. Well, two things. Yes, two things. I had that right the first time. The first thing I could choose is to just complain and make excuses for why my situation sucks, for why my situation is bullshit. I can do that. I can complain and complain and complain and complain, make excuses after excuses after excuses after excuses. That's cool. I could do that. Is that going to change my situation? Was that going to change my situation of just making $8.50 an hour? No, it wasn't. Was that going to change my bank account amount? No, it wasn't. Was that going to change my personal development and my business education and my skill sets? No, it wasn't. But I could have chose that. So then I have another choice. I could say, you know what? My situation is what it is. It is what it is. But I can make a decision now to change this situation so that my future is a lot better than what it is now. And that's the second option. So, of course, I chose the second option. I made a new decision. I said, look, I'm going to get started in the business. I'm going to work on that business. And I'm going to go into that business with a positive mindset. And no matter what happens, whether I make my first sale on the first day, whether I make my first sale in the first week, whether I make my first sale in the first month, whether I make my first sale 2 months later, no matter what happens, I'm going to approach the business with a positive mental attitude. Give it all I've got every single day until I make my first sale. So there's a very big difference in perspective, right? I didn't limit myself. Limiting myself would be saying, look, man, if I don't get my first sale by the first week, I'm giving up because that thing doesn't work. Because that must mean this isn't for me. Well, if I approached it that way, what would happen is, number one, I'm limiting myself. Number two, I'm cheating myself because I'm not allowing myself to grow. I'm not allowing myself to learn. I'm not allowing myself the time to become great. I'm not allowing myself the time that we all need to develop ourselves. So I chose the latter, right? I chose to make a new decision with a positive attitude, though. And I said, no matter what happens, I'm focused on this. Why? Why am I focused on this? Number one, my life sucks. Number two, I'm not making what I'm worth. Number three, I'm not learning what I need to learn. I'm not growing. I don't feel like I'm growing spiritually, mentally, financially. And number four, if I continue to make excuses and continue not to make a new decision, I will stay stuck in the situation that I'm in now. Why would I want that for myself? Why? Why would I not just make a new decision? So Instead of cheating myself and lying to myself, I made the new decision and I approached it the right way. So I say all of that to say what? What is this about? This is about your mental attitude in life. That's what it's about. It's about how you treat people. It's about how you build people up and develop people. And that's what my whole 300 to Freedom movement, my whole 300 to Freedom team in email processing system is all about building you up. To not only become a better businessman, a better businesswoman, but to become a better person, to become a person who's open to the abundance that's in line for you, open to the prosperity that's meant for you. That's what it's about. You see here, I don't have to wear a suit and tie to make money. I don't have to wear a suit and tie to get sales every day. I don't need that. Because the message I'm sending to you is you can be yourself. You can be you. Nobody else can be you better than you. Nobody else can be you better than you. If you choose to get started in a business and you choose to wear a suit and tie every day, sure, I might wear a suit and tie sometimes, right? Once in a while, I may start doing it. Once in a blue, right? For certain things. But if I don't choose to approach my business like that all the time, then that's my choice. If you choose to come in and wear a suit and tie every single day, be yourself. If that makes you feel good, that makes you feel alive inside, that makes you feel like a good businessman, a good businesswoman, be yourself. Wear the suit and tie. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say here is that this is a business. We're allowing you the freedom to be who you are here on our team. Of course, there are certain things you will need to develop. We all need to develop in certain aspects of life. There's certain things you need to learn so you can get the sales you want to get. That's why we provide the training to you, right? And my training is the best training ever. It's the best training on the planet. It's why people are making sales left and right. Shout out to Zaterica on our team. She's doing a great job as far as crushing sales. She's doing her thing. She's supporting the team. I want to shout out as well as CJ. CJ's doing a great job as well. Been crushing sales, making more money than he's ever made before in business. And that's a beautiful thing. That's just to name a couple people, just two people who I know who are a part of the leadership council on our team here. They keep things organized, keep things together here on the team. So I want to shout them out. I don't know if I'm forgetting any names, but yeah, you get the point. I'm not trying to make this video a 30-minute video, so I'm about to be done in about a minute or two. But yeah, so that's what this is about. It's about you, your dignity, you reaching your full potential, you reaching financial freedom, you being able to do the things you want to do, you've always wanted to do in your life, the things you want, love, and have, who you want to become. Who do you want to become in this life? Do you want to put off your greatness, or would you rather take control of your life now so your greatness could come faster? What would you rather? The choice is yours, right? The choice is yours. But we're here for you. We got a supportive team, training courses, on top of training courses available within the system once you get started as an email processing system, as an email processing member. All you got to do right now at this time to get started is look in the description of this video. When you look in the description of this video, you're either going to get sent to the sales page where you can join right away for a one-time fee of $25, or you're going to be taken to a capture page where you're going to have to put in your email, or there's a link to either probably contact me on Facebook, whatever. There's a link below the description, in the description of this video, where you can get started right away. And then once you get started, I get the notification, I email you right away, the training system, the training course. And I'm still here for me to mentor you. It's not like I don't believe in just signing people up and then just detaching from them. I don't believe in that, because in order for me to build you up, I have to be in contact with you, right? I have to be there for you. That's very, very important to me, especially now, more than ever, right? Because the economy is getting harder. Things are getting harder in the world. Jobs are laying people off left and right. Jobs don't care about people. Jobs are increasing the age before you can earn Social Security, before you can earn your 401k. They're getting ridiculous, right? In the world, education is getting more expensive when it shouldn't be. It's getting harder and harder to get an education. Loans are getting harder and harder to get. It's just getting crazy, right? So the time to make a decision is now. You don't want to wait 5-10 years and say, damn, I wish I would have made the decision. I wish I would have locked in and learned business in a way where I can no longer have to struggle, where I don't have to worry about the bills. I don't have to worry about being in debt. Why do you have to let the debt pile up before you make a decision? That's another thing a lot of people do in life is they wait till they're in a dire situation, dire need, and then they're like, oh, I need a business. Of course you're not going to approach the business right. You don't have the right mental attitude. You're approaching it with in a dire situation, and you're in a situation of desperation. Why would it have to take for that to happen before? Why does your back has to be against the wall before you make a new decision now to get started on a new business? You know what I'm saying? So, 100% commissions, low fee to get started, literally the price of a pizza pie. You can advance in the training levels when you choose, right? You can advance in income potential when you choose. The money hits your bank account instantly when you make sales. And you have training. You have a supportive team here. What do you really have to lose? This is a simple question. What do you really, really, really have to lose? What do you have to lose? What do you have to lose?